This is our interactive music system, Lofimulator. It has two parts, an algorithmic ambient music section, generation section, and a soundscape exploratory section. So in order to use the system, the user first needs to turn the system on. If they could do this at the same time, or they could choose one part to focus on first. In this demo, let's focus on the wave part first. So there are a couple of things that they could do. The system is generating notes from a scale. They could either change the generation speed to be really fast. So as you can see, the frequency generated, little display window tells you how fast it generates and the frequency it is generating on. If you wanted to do it slowly, then you could move it up, and then the frequency generation part will become much slower. So the user could also choose what scale or what key the system is generating notes from. For example, let's say I want F key, then they could use the slider to change it to F. If they want to move the octave up or down, they could use the octave range slider to change the octave range to either regular, which means it starts from middle C, or they could move it up one octave, and then they could also change the mode it is in. So right now we're in major mode. We could also change it to Lydia mode using the slider. Right now, so this part is deciding what oscillator mix the user wants it to have. Currently, it is on automation mode, meaning that the system will automatically change between the sinusoidal, sawtooth, and triangular wave and rectangular waves. So if the user wants the oscillator to move much slower, then they could just change the X speed, or they could change the Y speed accordingly. Right now it's on automation. If the user wants to choose their own mix, maybe they don't want it to change that much, they could toggle off the automation and then use the XY plane to decide their mix. So let's turn up the volume a little bit. So right now this is our ambient music generation part. And once the user is satisfied, let's move on to the soundscape exploratory part. So this part is crossfaded with 4 ambient sounds. The rain, let's turn it back on. The rain is corresponding to the visual image, and the transparency, the alpha, is corresponding to how much the soundscape is being played. And then, for example, if we want to move to the beach, then they would just use this XY plane. If they want to move to the candle, they could do the same. Here's the crickets. If they want to have a little bit of both, they could just move into the middle. The alpha, or the transparency, is corresponding to how much, or the proportion ratio that the two soundscape is at. So right now this is about half crickets, half candles, or we can do half candle, half beach, etc. So there's one more function where if the user wants to add a drop, for example, in the rain visual, they have this little bamboo thing with water dripping off, so they could also toggle on the water drops, and this will add a automatically generated water drip for the whole system to be more realistic. And that's pretty much it for our system. Let's toggle it off. Yeah, thank you.